Well, welcome back to the building site 1 week later, and a fair bit of progress has been made, although at first glance it doesn't look that much different. But we have had all the footings completed. I think last time we showed you all these walls which are now out of the ground with the blockwork, and the start of the brick facing already up to the damp proofing course completed. What they've also done is complete with the concrete the blockwork inside. This is one of the blocks that's going to support a steel column that's going to take the steel support that will be under the first floor. It's a rectangular steel platform basically that's going to come off this supporting wall on the rear that's being formed. The one on the right there is going to be the staircase that is a dog leg rotating round. In the corner we're going to have the door where the ladder's sitting at the moment, going back through into the carport, and then where the pile of blocks is currently is going to be the utility cupboard with all the electrics, plumbing, water and everything in it. Second block support's been put in here. Got a little step in the wall here with a column that just sits out, again supporting the main steel. Now the rest of this barn is now forming with the outside walls pretty visible. You can see the outline of where the French windows are going to be, where those blocks come down. That's going to be a really large, wide area of window looking down over the vegetable garden. Looking a bit scruffy at the moment. I've still got all my rhubarb in there. The other big job they've done is to fill in now to keep the area mud free with all this crush, which was formed on site using a very efficient little bit of machinery, not too big. I thought it was going to be a huge bit of kit when it came on, but it was really quite small and was just hand fed with the old bricks and rubble that came out of this building, including the concrete base. That's all been crushed and is now being used to form the floor ready for the concrete base plate to go in. The entrance here again is going to be a doorway going through. Combination of, there's a door going into the bedroom where the Tyrex is sitting at the moment with a window on the back wall, and then the main doorway into the barn is going to be in a corridor that comes down along, hasn't formed the back wall yet because that's not a structurally supporting wall, but there's going to be a corridor with the main door going out to the driveway that's now being formed again with that crush. Solar panels in the distance. They've been doing very well the last couple of weeks. We're now over 4 megawatts of electricity produced by those 3 rows of 90 panels during April, so I'm very pleased with those. And they will help supply the energy that's going to provide the heating and hot water for this barn, which is all going to be electric. We're just looking at appliances now that we're going to be placing into that cupboard. And the service duct, you can see this in preparation for some additional solars, is a duct that is actually going to run into this cupboard and allow us to pull cabling all the way through into that field without having to disrupt the landscaping further. So with this barn we've learned a lot from the previous construction, and we're getting some of the infrastructure in ready for the electrical tech to come in. What we've got currently is this duct system that comes from the main plant room in the existing barn. So we've got a single phase 32 amp cable bringing power into this barn, and the little cable, it's not a cable, it's a tube that you can see just coming up from this duct, is actually our treated water supply, which will supply all the water into this barn. So that's got to be extended from where it ends at the moment across this passageway, so it will emerge into this what will be a plant room. So exciting progress. We are being told by Kevin that we are going to probably get some steels towards the end of next week. We've got 2 bank holidays here in the UK, which means next week and the week following are both short weeks, so I'll believe that when I see it. I suspect it's probably going to be into the middle of May before this block works up to a level where they can start constructing steel. But sometimes with building, when you're doing it with blocks like this, it proceeds very, very rapidly. And now all the foundations are in. Who knows, they may well crack on with this. This is going to be the shower and toilet for this downstairs barn. These rooms always look very, very small at this stage. You always think, how's everything going to fit in there? And then miraculously it all just does. Going to be no natural light into this one, which is going to be a little strange. I just wonder if we should consider popping a small window through at the back wall of this, but it would then make fitting it out quite difficult. So I think we'll probably just put some form of glazed entrance door onto it rather than considering a change of planning. But interesting to see how this is developing, and we will show you the progress over the next few months as it proceeds. Thanks for watching.